the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on last year's national champion, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Aggies offense is on the field for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him.
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. They bring him down with the big play, will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the Aggies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll give it to him again. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. The foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like... running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
The Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Penny. He's got him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Here comes... down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. You see this kicker not only needing to generate power, but lining it up from the left hash. A 59-yard try coming. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the ground to try to move the chains. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Wants to throw. It's Penny. Under fire. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Floating away. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but That thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the grab. Defense right there, and they are set up at the 14.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Just keep slinging it. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's moving out of the pocket. Makes the catch. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Texas A&M looking to convert on fourth here. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here comes the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on second and long. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's North. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Gets it out of there for the first time today and didn't see much of him that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Dropping back, it's Penny. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Open space at the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes.
Got some room into the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Ready to try the point after.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here comes the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's counted. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 40. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd down.
We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Steps away to find some room. Pulls it in. It's Thorne. Pulled down for the tackle. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He's got it. 1st down and more. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with completion. He gets the big first down.
Found that crease, and they knock him down after a pickup of 5 to the 32. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Makes the catch. It's Thorne. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball at him.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And the holder will place it down on the left hash, a 47-yard try coming. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Now up by 7 points here in the 2nd.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown. It's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
You practice
these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Power football with the run. Gets away from one, finds room. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. And the Wolverines, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Makes the catch. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Penny. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll pull it down and run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Now, this slant route you throw quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them with a wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4th. They just keep firing. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean.
Oh, he's got some space.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Buys a little time. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking downfield, it's Penny. Complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They were backed up in their own end. Now a bit of a change of scenery. They're across the 35, 1st and 10 from the 36. Now rolling to the left. Caught in the backfield, it's Thorne.
Well, if you're on defense, I mean, that's the way you want to get this quarterback running. He's right-handed, so get him to go to his left where you expect the accuracy to come way down. If they continue to do that, that's going to work in the defense's favor.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in College Station. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Michigan offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the 2nd half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the 2nd half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very 1st drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Michigan. For the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Here he comes from from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
First down and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go. Converts on 4th down, still going. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
3rd and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. The official says no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. To the air on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Handoff to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet. Turning on the Jets. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks. Add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think
there he goes. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop and they'll mark it at the 39. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
I I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Missouri is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 26 over ULM.
Hands it off.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Puts it out of the air. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Back to throw, it's Penny. Makes the grab. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Quarterbacks love receivers that can do damage once they have the football in his hands. No doubt there. Easy slant, completion, and then let your receiver go make hay once he has the ball.
Looking to throw on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that.
Turning it on! They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
How about that critical moment in the fourth quarter? He hasn't really had a lot of success on the ground, but you put the ball in his hands. It's a pass play.
And the diving catch down the right side. Touchdown, Aggies. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
And he takes this from inside the 5. So here comes the Michigan offense. Takes the handoff. It's Peace. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds a tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the catch on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He'll do it himself. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They love to make this kick easier by picking up a few on 3rd down. It's 56 yards out from here. Oh, they're after him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
Rush is on him. Hey, got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Trying to make magic on the... Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Aggie. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Letting them out of jail like that is a punch in the teeth to this defense. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 37. Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an out.
Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where's the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He's in open space downfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Pocket breaking down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway. Bring in the heat. Big fella moving. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Back's looking for the goal line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough.